Today, I want to provide you with a few tips that help you if you are a working mom and are stuck at a desk for most of the day. So it is important to try to find ways to move more throughout your day, and that is something that I always encourage my busy moms to be able to do. And it doesn't always mean you have to get up and out of your seat to create more movement. I want you to start looking at movement on a whole is how can we move our body through different positions throughout the day? So while you're sitting at your desk, you might do something like pelvic mobility. And that's where you're going to take your pelvis and you're going to move through this position here. We're going to tuck our tailbone under and then bring it forward so you're like creating an arch in the low back. So you're just going to come here and do this. And it's posterior, anterior pelvic tilts. Doesn't really matter what it's called, right? Just tuck it under and bring it back. So that is one thing that you can do while you're sitting at your desk working. Just kind of move through that. And usually you'll know what you should do based on how you feel. If things are starting to get tight and uncomfortable, move that pelvis around. And the next thing that I would recommend doing is taking your arms behind your head, and we're going to work on extension. Now we are stuck at a computer typing away, and we get into this rounded position, and a lot of us, the more we get focused in on what we're doing, we'll be, stuck here and moving that way. So when you feel yourself going there, I want you to go into an extension. You can either do this into the back of the seat or just sit up nice and tall and do it. You're going to bring your hands behind your head and you're just going to work on opening, extending up, and then back to neutral and extending up. And in the back of a chair, it's kind of comfortable because you can kind of just allow gravity to kind of take hold and let you relax into it. So that's another one that I would do. Don't worry about is your rib cage flaring or anything. Don't worry about any of that. Just create some extension through the spine. We spend enough position rounded forward that extending and opening is going to be okay. The next thing that I want you to do is work on an extension and rotation. So we're going to bring our arm across our knee and we're just going to open up and then bring it back in, and you can go the other side, bring it down and open up and across and open and across and open. And then you can also go reach overs. So you're going to reach over to one side and then reach over to the other side and reach and reach. And then the last one that we'll do is a neck roll, and we're going to bring our ear to our shoulder. Now what I always do first is I try to ramp my head back, because if you've got this forward head posture and you're bringing it over here, that is going to start to hurt. So we're going to ramp our head back and then drop our head to the side. And then I'm going to arc my head down a little bit so my chin is coming towards my chest, not here, okay? So just ramp it down, arc it down and then arc it back. Chin is going up towards the ceiling. And then the other side, bring it down and go down and then come up. The other thing that you want to make sure that you are doing when you're sitting in a chair is find ways to move through different positions. So, there we go. That's a little bit better. Sorry about that. So what we're going to think about is how can I sit in my seat differently? So maybe you get a pillow and you use it in your back for a period of time and you just get comfortable here. And then maybe you decide that you're going to sit on the pillow, but sit on the edge so that you're kind of angled down just a teeny tiny bit. And then you might want to bring this to the front. And sometimes, depending on if you deal with sciatic pain, this might not be comfortable, but maybe then you do it this other way where your bottom sits down on the chair and then that pillow lifts up a little bit. So those are a few options. And then also, the wider the chair, if you can go through different positions, maybe you bring one leg up and work. Maybe you bring the other leg up and work. Maybe you cross your legs and work. Maybe you come down, bring your legs out to the side. Anything like that. That is movement. That's what you're looking to do. You're looking to change the position with which you are in throughout the day. Trying not to get stuck in one position, and then do those exercises that I gave you whenever you are feeling tight and just need a way to stretch. You can do them all together. You can pick one and practice one, or however you want to do it. Now, if you have questions for me, make sure to let me know in the comments below. I'd be happy to help answer these questions for you, and I would love to know how it felt. Make sure to like it if it's something that you feel is valuable information, and I am here to help answer questions.